Hey there, and welcome to You Talk. We connect with amazing people from across Canada and ask them about their stories, passions, and experiences. I'm your host, Ryan Funk. From November 13th to 20th, the Rady Jewish Community Centre has been celebrating Tarbut, a festival of Jewish culture through books, movies, and concerts. Due to COVID-19, the festival had to evolve and focused on local Jewish talent this year. Here's Laura, Manager of Programming, to tell us about Tarbut and to invite us all to celebrate Jewish culture.
My name is Laura Marchowski, and I am the Manager of Programming here at the Rady JCC. And I work with a team of fabulous professionals, and I supervise them. But together, we plan cultural and arts events, classes, and programs for everyone here at the JCC.
For all our listeners, what exactly is the JCC? I know for myself, I was Googling about some festivals and events that are taking place, and I saw it and I was like, wow, this sounds super cool. So what can you tell me about it?
So the Rady JCC is a Jewish Community Centre located here in Winnipeg. And our mission is to be the center of the community, providing the best in Jewish culture, fitness and wellness programs for everyone in all stages of life. And I'd like to say on top of that it is important that everyone knows that the Rady JCC as a community center is open to the community. You don't have to be Jewish to come to the Rady JCC. You don't have to be Jewish to become a member, and you don't even need to become a member to enjoy all the cultural events that we offer here in the center.
Yeah, I think that's something I've learned from talking with many different cultural organizations and associations, that they're open to everyone. We want to share our cultures. Like, that's the exciting part. New people coming in, they're like, oh, well, what is this all about? Ooh, these are some interesting foods or traditions. Yeah, it's all about sharing with everyone to build that multicultural community.
That's exactly it. And I guess people mostly know the Rady JCC because we have a state-of-the-art gym, and we have a pool and the big gymnasium. And so people come for swimming lessons or they come to work out. But we have really a massive amount of arts and cultural events. And we promote the community in general to come and participate in those events. It's not just for the Jewish community, even though we really promote these events within the community. We are always thrilled to have members that are not from the Jewish community attending these festivals, or classes or lecture series and so on.
Mm-hmm. So cultural festivals and events. One of them is Tarbut. I hope I'm saying that correctly.
Tarbut
Okay.
is the Hebrew word for culture.
Oh, cool.
It is hard to pronunciate, and I find, if you hear my accent, I'm from Argentina, so some words are even still a struggle for me. But Tarbut is actually a Hebrew word. And like I said, it means culture. And Tarbut is one of the festivals that we run here at the JCC every year. And this is a festival specifically about Jewish culture. So we celebrate music, we celebrate Jewish authors, and we celebrate Jewish films. So it's a combination of all of that, all in 1 week.
What sort of events and different festivities were available for the Tarbut this week?
This week we had two hand-picked films. One was a documentary that was actually done here in Manitoba, and one is an Israeli film. We have 3 concerts, and we had an author's night with 3 really renowned authors. What is very, very special about Tarbut this year is that we had to skip last year's Tarbut due to COVID. And this year we're back and stronger than ever. And the great thing about this year is that we kept it really local. This year, the uniqueness of Tarbut is that we're highlighting local performers who have suffered so much during the pandemic. And in past Tarbut, we always had an international component. We would bring people from Israel. We would bring, bands and authors from overseas. And this year we couldn't do that, but switching gears, we actually found so much talent. Not that we didn't know that we had talent here in Manitoba, but it was actually we were quite amazed of how much talent we have. And we were able to put together an amazing festival with amazing musicians here. And we have John Gordon Ensemble doing a night of Gershwin. Yesterday we had this fantastic musician. Her name is Orit Shimoni. She was born in Israel, moved to Canada, lived in Calgary, lived in Montreal, touring pretty much all her life. And the pandemic found her here in Winnipeg. So all of a sudden she got stuck here in Winnipeg, which was supposed to be only one of her stops. And so she was completely thrown. Like, she didn't know what was going on, like most of us, obviously, but she wasn't living here. And she ended up, finding a new community. She actually wrote she worked on a full album while she was here in lockdown. And she started doing some concerts in backyards here and there. So we found her. Our producer, Carla Burbrier, who is amazing, contacted her. And we had her yesterday here doing this beautiful and just deeply emotional concert, half in English, half in Hebrew, really quite amazing. And like I said, open to Jewish and non-Jewish people. So it was really interesting to also see those reactions, right? From people that maybe never heard someone speaking Hebrew, or listening to her story that pretty much goes all around the world. And following with that, tonight we have an Israeli film, and finishing up on Saturday, we have a fabulous event, and I want to share that with you. It is sold out already, so I'm not really promoting it per se, but just to give you an idea what this Tarbut is, we have a band that's called the Prairie Hearts, and they're going to be performing from Jewish artists through the decades, from 1920 all the way to 2020.
Oh, very cool.
So it's going to be a fun and a really neat concert. So, and then we have authors, right? So we had Alan Levine, who was born and raised here in Winnipeg, chatting with two other authors, one in Washington, one in New York, about their books, about their stories, all with a Jewish component, because it is a festival of Jewish learning.
That sounds so cool. And just that variety of different media that is available to people to hear, learn, and see, that's super cool. And I mean, hopefully next year people can get excited and find out about this event. So how long has the festival at the JCC been taking place?
So this is the 11th year, actually.
Wow, over a decade now.
We've been running this festival for over 10 years, with hiatus last year. So the year before, we were celebrating our 10th anniversary, and then we got locked down, and now we're back. So it's been a while. And going back to what we were saying before, it's pretty well known and like a staple inside the Jewish community here in Winnipeg. But we really want people in the wider community, everyone to know about these really beautiful Festival of Jewish Learning. It is everyone can enjoy. I can assure you that.
Of course. And it's super exciting just reaching that milestone mark. That's super exciting and really cool stuff. Like, you don't see many festivals. I mean, there are some festivals that have lasted for a long time. You know, you don't see that have reached that 10 kind of year mark.
Absolutely. And we've been building it up, and our 10th anniversary was like, it was huge. And we had quite a few personalities coming from overseas, and we had massive events and receptions, and we were doubling up shows. And then the pandemic hit, so we kind of had to start from scratch. And we actually kept these Tarbut a little smaller. And like I said, it was local. And we decided to sell only half theaters, so we weren't at 100%.
Yeah, well, you will still want to be safe. You still want to be safe.
We kept it at 50%, so we could be extra safe. But luckily, people decided to come, and like I said, we had sold out or nearly sold out shows, which is really wonderful.
And hopefully next year, you'll be able to hold full gatherings and include some of those international performers.
Absolutely, crossing our fingers.
Why is it important to hold a festival of Jewish culture like this? I know you mentioned that, you know, it's very well known within the Jewish community, but you're trying to expand to the wider community.
I guess this happens with every culture, or, every minority also, I would say. This festival allows us to experience Jewish culture together as a community, and making us feel all connected through stories, through music. It's kind of bigger than us. And when you're sharing this, you could definitely feel this connection. And in the time we're living, I would say that sharing culture is a conduit to get people to understand each other better. And I think that's what we want. We want people to learn about the Jewish culture, understand a little more, because understanding will bring people together, and it will be so much easier to overcome barriers and difficulties. So the hope is that this is just one opportunity to get people together.
What I've learned about the Jewish peoples and culture, it's just so vibrant and rich in the history. Like I talked with Congregation Sherry Zedek just about Hanukkah and how it was, the preserving of oil. And I was like, whoa, it was just a mind blow for me. Like, that's such a cool, interesting part.
And the truth is, there are so many shared values, right? We share universal values, and that's what it's all about. And it's about understanding each other. It's about knowing each other, because ignorance is what pulls people apart. So we want people to be able to have these opportunities to know more about Jewish culture, about the Jewish people, and bring everyone together in the end.
Yeah,
That's the hope.
There's a lot of shared values, and regardless of someone's culture or background, we're all just people wanting to love friends and family and enjoy life. And it's really unfortunate when we see surges of anti-Semitism or Islamophobia during times of crises. I understand people are hurting, but we got to stand up for each other. We got to stay united.
Absolutely. Totally. I agree.
What are some of the hopes or plans moving forward for 2022, growing this festival more?
We're planning on having a Tarbut 2022, and we're hoping to have everything at 100%. And like we said, hopefully bringing international artists. And as a combination, because I think we won't move away from having local artists, because it's been a wonderful experience. But just bring different artists, new artists, some Israeli artists for sure, and make it bigger, right? Go back to, a full Tarbut. But even before Tarbut, we have quite a few things happening in the next little while. So starting now in November, we're launching a lecture series with the rabbis in our community. So our first guest rabbi is Rabbi Matthew Leibel, and he's going to have a program starting November 25th. And it's all about Hanukkah, because Hanukkah is starting November 28th. And we're all about Hanukkah in the next little while. So from November 28th until December 5th, we're going to have family events, adult events, events for moms and babies and moms or caregivers and babies and toddlers. And we're going to have a Hanukkah concert on November 30th at 2 p.m., open to everyone, with Debbie Maslowski, who's really amazing, and Danny Carroll. So that's coming up, like I said, November 30th at 2 p.m. in our theater here at the Rady JCC is located in the Asper Jewish Community Centre at 123 Doncaster Street. And the Burney Theater is located in the same building. So that's important for people to know, because sometimes it gets confusing where the Rady JCC is or the Asper campus. It's all the same building.
Yeah, you don't want people to get lost.
No, we want them to come here. And then starting in January, we have these amazing series of concerts and lectures that are happening every Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. It's called Music and Mavens. It's been happening for over 15 years now. So it's well established. And it's from mid-January until mid-March. So these are only a few things, a few upcoming events starting really next week.
Mm-hmm. So we got Tarbut and lectures and other events going on. What are some other things that take place at JCC?
So many things happen at the JCC and for every stage in life. So we have programs for children, classes, like from art classes to sports, swimming lessons. We have programs for teens. We have leadership programs. We have programs for adults, like from drumming classes starting next week with Jay Stoller, who's fantastic. He's going to be doing African drumming. And we have programs for seniors. We have a program that's called Stay Young, happening every Monday for seniors to come and enjoy music and lunch. And we have Mahjong classes. And we have programs for moms and babies and art classes. And we have programs for for our inclusion department. We have programs for special needs also starting. So there's a wide range of options here at the JCC, and once again, open for everyone. And if you just only want to come and work out, you're welcome to do so.
That's super exciting. Lots of cool stuff going on. Where can people go to find out more information, not only about Tarbut, but everything that's going on at the center?
Absolutely. You can find everything on our website. So it's www.radyjcc.com. Rady, it's RADYJCC.com.
Fantastic. Awesome. Is there anything else that you would just like to share?
It's quite exciting to be able to share these with the media. I think, we just don't want people to think of JCC as just a gym. There's so much more. And this is a great opportunity to actually express that and being able to, share all we have to offer here. So thank you so much for this opportunity.
Hey, no worries. Always exciting to hear about more cultural events and organizations here in the city.
In the future, stay tuned because we also have a Jewish film festival coming up in May. So that's along the road, but stay tuned.
Yeah, we'll keep our ears open for that. Just a reminder, if you are attending any of these events or heading to the center, you must be double vaccinated to ensure those around you are protected. If you have any stories you'd like us to share or communities we should highlight, leave a comment on our social media or reach out to us on our website. I'm Ryan Funk. This was You Talk, and have yourself a good one.